Yes, we have returned.
Hello, welcome back to I'm playing Disco Elysium wrong.
Oh, by the way, if the other Brandon boy sounds a little bit different, he's got a new headset.
That
We'll
may or may
see.
not be awful.
We will see how well it works. If you want to comment and tell us if it's awful or if he sounds better, please go ahead. Maybe my personal preference of sound is wrong. All right, we got to talk to Measure Boy over here.
Yes, Measurehead.
Your body continues to betray your degeneracy.
Now what?
And I believe last time we don't have time for this now.
Yeah, which was running away. But we need him to get the body down.
My body is unimportant. I'm the police and I have police business with you.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait. Al-Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
What is Al-Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean the alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant.
He nods approvingly.
Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Oof. Ouch.
You're right. I'm a servant of Al-Ghul, and I still need you to respect the law.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Ham sandwich race?
Yeah, no, the sandwich race. The H is silent.
The sandwich. I am the police, and I need you. And I need you to comply now.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
This situation is serious. Your people probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Oof. 58%. Well, we could try to undermine the way he thinks. For one. We could also show him the mug.
Let's show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Hey, is this your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Aw.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Isn't Everett the union boss white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
You keep telling yourself that.
I feel like this is one that keeps pushing to undermine him more.
Sure, let's do that.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
It's true! I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel!
Oh boy.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No, I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Summoners. You've just come from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
Ooh, we can ask him.
Yes.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there will be a next racist?
There always is.
Fair point.
Race is reality.
Epic told us that you'd help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound? He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
An unbelievably corrupt cop.
That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
If we subscribe to his advanced race theory, are we becoming racist ourselves?
I believe if we equip that thought, we are.
I will try it just for the EXP or XP and not to become a racist.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I don't want to do that.
Well, that discards the thought, so we won't get it. We don't have to equip it.
Okay, so Measurehead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you?
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education?
Type B?
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Mud-colored?
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich.
Oh, there you go.
Look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Or reckless amoeba?
No, they're very political, unfortunately.
Oh. And the Vishulers you mentioned?
The Vacholians have
Vacholian.
between Type A and the racial cauldron. 2 mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
Oh, here's where we start poking holes in it.
I'm trying to think now. Would be the most hole poking. The revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary.
Feel like it would have been this one because Encyclopedia is telling us it's the time, the point in time, not the opinion.
Oh. Okay. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
I mean, now we can just pick the same one that you wanted, I guess.
Oh, okay. The revolution
Number 1, right?
Yes.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoikhoi to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
He nods, satisfied with the outcome.
Type A?
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws his finger across his face.
A glandular problem?
I have no idea. I'm sure he's about to explain more.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Simonese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place.
And the Simonese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Semenis from the stock of Uluruir on Ile de Fantôme.
So what's the difference between Seminese and Areopagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Semenis are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He fell silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapted. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
The
Capable of more.
The Simopagite super race, also called Voltron!
Oh Christ.
The vile CF race cauldron of pedestry, please?
Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yes?
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Semenese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the Mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Semenese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type CF. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures toward the lorrymen down in the streets.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw,
Hey!
indicative
tribe.
of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
He's insulting sheep herders, Brandon.
Is this supposed to bother me?
I'm just saying, he's insulting sheep herders.
And?
Sheep herders are a very noble profession.
And?
But sheep herders, they're a very noble profession.
I'm not disagreeing. But
Oh.
when do I ever listen to the words of a racist?
Fair point. Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sir LaClef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
I mean, I feel like that may or may not be the case for a lot of people.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Thanks,
So-
Electrocam.
So are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
What do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blood.
Interesting.
I guess that's it for now.
Leave.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe. set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
10 cents for every green orb clicked. Hey-yo. Alright, can I...
Now we can make more money!
I still can't get to that without Measurehead being out of the way. Alright. We can go check the body now.
Yeah. Let's.
But before we start clicking on green orbs, we still want to try and get that other one, I think. That gives us an XP point for every clicked one. Which we have to not have Kim with us to do.
Oh. So we're not going to get any money until tomorrow. Or possibly day 4.
Possibly today.
Because to get a thought, we would need to wait.
What do you mean by... What do you mean... hold on a minute. What do you mean by we would need to wait?
Because if Kim isn't with us, we'll wait until tonight. And then we'll need the, 5-6 hours.
Yeah, well, if we get the thought today at some point, yeah.
But I thought Kim will only leave us when it comes to 10, 11 p.m.
There are other things. For instance, at some point he will have to with this body.
Oh.
Either that, or there's another option. We could do that and wait. Because I think if we want to get those boots off this guy, we gotta wait till Kim's not around to do it.
I still do not want to take the boots off. I do not want to desecrate the corpse.
Alright. But those boots could be really useful.
And I'm still playing this game wrong.
Among the remains of an absolutely demolished
I'm just saying, it's a
pine
tool.
branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good
Oh,
job.
look.
Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have somebody else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup, to social work, everything.
You don't think I'm a detective?
That's I don't think I'm a detective.
Oh. I don't... then in that case, yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, loony rooney.
Oh, same shit. Nothing
Oh,
changed.
enough!
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dreams.
First exactly, what exactly is a field autopsy?
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Yeah, let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Wow, so the game remembers we have on gardening gloves.
Okay, it's done this before.
Hmm. Uh, alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
We'll just fill this in, right?
Showing the red field. Yep.
That's right.
Open your ledger as a field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1 assistant,
That's you.
right? Hey, Dubois.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. All right,
corpse
we
is indifferent
boring.
to
Okay.
your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case? No.
KK57
Or number.
dash 0803 dot 0815.
Write it down.
Next,
3. Name.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right about 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Race.
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right nail.
I can't. The first one and the last one are just wow.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51.
Right 4351.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence
Oh,
of
shit.
testament.
I was wondering what this whole thing was. I didn't realize that this entire thing is Measurehead literally snapped the branch. And it's down here with the corpse. Did not realize that's how he did it.
Evidence of testament.
None.
Treatment.
At least not after the initial
Treatment.
examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
You know, there's so many good choices. I can't decide right now. We'll decide on the next episode of
What?
Disco Elysium.
No!
Yes?
But I need to know now.